more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yes, sir. Well, you did another video on it? Should I just watch it? Oh, man. What is it? 18 hours ago? Oh, you pumped one out last night, too? Guys, we're going in. We're doing it. All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. I know it's a crazy one. I know I did a video on this late last night as the news broke about Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. This is probably the most groundbreaking trade I've ever heard of. I was talking to my brother earlier today, and we're kind of texting back and forth, and he brought up a good point. He was like outside of like Orlando not offering Shaq enough money and Shaq going to LA, like that initial shock, he was like, this is the most shocked I've ever been about anything in the NBA. And I kind of agree. Like basically, I mean, yeah, there's other elements, but the big dogs, 1-for-1 trade, two possible MVP, two MVP contenders just swapping teams like this is absolutely insane. And the way it went down. Anyways, there's a lot to talk about. I covered just the breaking news last night, and I rolled out of bed as I was learning about the news in order to make that video. But now I've seen a lot of coverage. I know what's going on. I saw Jake Kidd and the GM sit down and talk about it. So I do have a lot to say now. Also, one of the very first comments in that video last night was Mr. Arnett himself. So I figured it would be appropriate to react to Jonny Arnett's video from earlier today. I figure it's been out for about 6 hours. It should be enough where I'm not intruding. Jonny, you let me know if that's not the case, if this is coming out too early. I usually would never do this, and I would let your video cook for a couple of days, but considering what's going on and how like immediate this news is, I just wanted to do this right now. But like I said, me and you always been cool. Let me know if this is stepping on your toes, and I'll never do something like this again. But your comment in my video was so hilarious. You're like, oh, we are so back. All right, everyone, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm curious what Jonny's take is. This video is called The Truth About the Luka and Davis Trade. So I want to know what he's figured out, and all the while I'll share whatever I've learned as well. I'm linking the original video down below, as I always do. Everyone, if you want to check out Jonny's channel, highly recommend it. Really cool dude, great videos. And like the video if you don't mind, it helps out a ton. And without further ado, let's enter, hopefully, well, actually, I can see it right now, the best YouTube basketball intro out there. Let's go. Last couple of vids, you didn't have this intro, man. I was starting to get worried. I was about to offer you $5 for this intro. All right, here we go.
All right. So last night, right around midnight, one of the most shocking trades in the history of the NBA went down. And as I said before, I do believe it was the most shocking trade of all time.
I think so too.
Because although there has been other great players who have been traded, this one was so unexpected, and it was a 25-year-old MVP candidate. With that being said, a lot of people are calling it the most lopsided trade of all time, and I definitely don't think it's that. Let's not forget who Anthony Davis is. This guy is one of the select few best players in the NBA, and behind probably only Giannis, he's probably the best two-way player in the entire league.
I agree.
He is an absolute force, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I now that I've had time for this to digest, I kind of understand what's happening here, because, okay, you got Kyrie, he's going to be running the offense. You've got Lively at center. Now we've got AD at power forward, which is the position he wants to play. And then you got Clay being a wing shooter. Like, this team has championship potential now, like today, this season. while getting Luka, the Lakers getting Luka, this is not going to work this year at all. LeBron James and Luka Doncic, they both need the ball. So this is not going to be a successful season for the Lakers. However, once LeBron moves on and retires, or my guess is probably he's going to demand a trade to Golden State. Once you get LeBron out of there, now the Lakers have their new future, their future franchise player. So it's like short-term hit for the Lakers, but for a long-term gain. And then the exact opposite for Dallas, because Dallas is in a win-now mindset, it seems.
The biggest reason why it doesn't make sense is because he's 31 years old and has an injury history even longer than Luka.
Yeah.
So it does seem like a very short-sighted move. But let me make this clear. The Mavericks are gonna be scary for the next few years. They already had a terrific defense, and now they added a guy who is continuously in the conversation for the Defensive Player of the Year award.
I agree.
But I'm telling you guys, they better win a championship in the next couple of years, because Mavericks fans are not happy.
Yeah, and I saw the presser with J Kidd and the GM. I forgot the name for Dallas. And J Kidd didn't say much, because J Kidd didn't really know about this. But the GM was saying our window to win is 3 to 4 years. That's what we consider that's what he considers their window. And he even made a statement. He was like beyond 3 or 4 years. And he looked over at J Kidd and he was like, who knows? We might be gone. So I really see this as like a desperation move. Like, we got to win now. And like Jonny just said, if they don't, this is considered an absolute bust.
Dallas is currently on a road trip and isn't playing again in Dallas until February 8th. And that is a game I will be watching closely because I want to see what is the reaction going to be from Dallas fans. If I had to make a bet, I bet they're going to boo Anthony Davis every time he's announced in the starting lineup and every time he touches the ball to start the game. This move is shocking, and on my last video, I had tons of Mavericks fans telling me that they were depressed, that they were crying, and honestly, I don't blame them for it.
Yeah.
Luka just led this team to the NBA Finals, averaging like 34, 10, and 9. If the Lakers had traded Kobe Bryant right after 2008, where he led them to the NBA Finals, I'd probably be crying too.
No kidding.
Now, some critics were criticizing Luka, saying he's overweight, doesn't play defense, and is injury prone. And to that I say, this guy just averaged those incredible numbers, was in the MVP conversation, and led his team to the NBA Finals as the clear best player on that team.
Okay.
The proof is in the pudding.
This one's complicated for me because, okay, the Mavs were my favorite team last year. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I loved watching the Mavericks. I loved watching Denver, New York a little bit. Anyways, I was really heartbroken last year when Luka ran out of gas in the playoffs, especially in the finals, but it started showing its signs in the conference finals. Luka's conditioning was very poor. And I don't really talk about it much because I am a fan of Luka Doncic, but conditioning-wise, it got revealed last season. He got all the way to the finish line, and he ran out of gas. And it was really sad, because it affected him on the offensive end, but it really affected him on the defensive end. He had no energy to play defense whatsoever. And you can't win a championship like that. I always figured Luka was going to come back more fierce this season, in shape, really focus on his conditioning, because it's not like he's got to focus on shooting. He's got it figured out. But now we don't get to see. Because I thought this would be like a redemption for him, and now we don't get to see how that would have played out, because they just got rid of him. I still can't believe they did it.
This guy is a winner, and this guy is a game changer. Say what you want about his weight, say what you want about his work ethic and about his health, but regardless, he's getting it done, and he's getting him deep runs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now let's look at things a little bit from the Lakers' perspective. What's really interesting is how this affects...
we can't forget... Sorry for pausing so much. It's going to be one of those videos. I have so much to say. We have... we can't forget Luka pretty much single-handedly torching my Suns a couple years ago in the playoffs. Like, a team... Like, we were so favored to win. It was ridiculous. And this man, Luka, had enough freaking firepower in his arsenal just to straight up destroy us all by himself. And he did it all on one end of the floor. He didn't have to play a lick of defense. He just torched us offensively. So, yeah, man. Luka's the real deal. It's all about conditioning, and it's about that Supermax deal coming up in, 2 years? Because I think that would have bumped him up to like $70 million a year. And that's where I think this really lies, is combined with the conditioning issues and the fact that he's about to make that much money. Dallas just bowed out. And whether I think that's the right decision or not, it's what they chose. Now they don't have to worry about anyone making the Supermax, and they don't have to worry about any conditioning issues, and they have a defensive-minded team. We'll see if it works.
LeBron. And I don't care what LeBron James says, because we know he's not always 100% honest. How do you guys think he feels about this? These two recent comments perfectly sum up the opposite ways of viewing it. This guy says that it's obvious collusion to benefit LeBron, while this guy is acting like it's a situation LeBron would want to leave.
Yeah.
Listen, I get why people like this guy think it's rigged and thinks Le GM is pulling the strings as he always does.
I don't think so this time.
But I don't know, man. I'm thinking this guy might have the better point.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, from a basketball X's and O's standpoint, why would LeBron want this trade?
Yeah, this is okay. Initially, when the news broke, my emotional reaction was probably the same as everybody else. Like, freaking LeBron, he gets all the stars. You know, here's just another top 75, blah, blah, blah. That all the stuff that was running through my mind. Now that it's settled in and I'm thinking about basketball, this makes zero basketball sense. This makes as much basketball sense as Russell Westbrook did as a Laker with LeBron James. LeBron and Luka are two individuals that need the ball constantly. They both have a system. And Russ is the same way. He needs the ball in his hands to be effective. So what they did with Russ was turn him into a wing shooter so LeBron could have the ball in his hands. Excuse me. So in this situation with Luka, I figured they'd have to do the same. Stick Luka on a wing, which he's not going to be happy about, and let LeBron continue to run his offense. What this really leads me to think, the big picture, is LeBron's leaving. Whether it's going to be like right now or it's going to be after this season. Guys, I'm calling it. LeBron's going to Golden State. He's going to go team up with Steph. It is what it is. And Luka's going to be the leader of the Lakers moving forward. That's really what I believe. I don't believe in a million years this is what LeBron wanted. And it's not that, Luka's not a great player. It's that these two are going to clash. You can't have both of these guys on the same starting lineup. It's not going to work.
Luka is a ball-dominant floor general, and LeBron is a ball-dominant floor general.
Yes, sir.
These guys do not complement each other stylistically, and Luka will now be the most important star in Los Angeles. Is LeBron going to be okay with that? Anthony Davis was the Lakers' defensive identity, and Luka and LeBron are horrible defensive players.
Yeah, they are.
This new trade means the Lakers will be allowing 130 points basically every game.
Guys, can you imagine like we have double the flopping power now, and we have double the complaining to the refs, because these two complain to the refs more than anybody I've ever seen in NBA history. And that's always been my major gripe against Luka, is he complains too much, and I'm like, he acts too much like LeBron. These two together now, it's going to be amazing. Neither of them are going to get back on defense. They're both going to be arms up in the air, complaining to the refs. It's actually, I mean, now that I've settled in a little bit, it's probably going to be pretty funny until LeBron leaves. Seeing these two on the same court together is not going to gel. It's not going to gel well at all.
In the short term, they're not better from this trade. They're worse.
Yep.
Far worse.
Agreed.
I still love the trade as a Lakers fan, because when you get a 25-year-old MVP candidate, you can be patient, and you can forfeit this season and build around Luka in free agency. But you know who doesn't have that kind of patience and time? LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
He's 40 years old and has said himself that he's gonna hang it up soon. So if he wants to compete for more championships, he's gotta do it now. As shocking as this Luka trade is, I wouldn't be surprised to see a LeBron trade coming as well.
Agreed.
With LeBron having a no trade clause, he can basically dictate where he wants to go.
Golden State.
Would he want to go to Golden State
Yep.
and play alongside of Steph Curry?
I think so.
Maybe he wants to go to Phoenix and finally team up with Kevin Durant. I don't know if any of this would happen.
Hey, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, Johnny. No, he is not coming to Phoenix. No. We have enough problems here. No LeBron in Phoenix.
But both of these situations would make way more sense for LeBron than playing for a rebuilding Lakers team with no shot at competing for a championship.
Maybe he just goes to Dallas. Rejoins Kyrie and AD, two guys who came pretty damn close to winning Finals MVP on his championship teams. How ironic would that be? But no, he's not coming to the Suns, man. No, we already dealt with that in the offseason last year. No, don't want it.
Now I'm gonna go somewhere that very few YouTubers are willing to go.
Bring it.
And that's the topic of collusion. This trade makes no sense to us, since Luka is a young franchise player, he's 25 years old, and what they got in return is a player in his 30s with an even longer injury history. Is it possible that there was some collusion going on? It does seem like the perfect time to conveniently get those NBA ratings back up. Well, of course it's possible, but I don't think that's the most likely scenario. I think the Mavericks management made a horrible mistake that no NBA executive should ever make.
I agree.
They got emotional and personal with this decision. They've clearly been frustrated with Luka's conditioning. His weight is constantly fluctuating, and it's been brutal on his knees. It seems like every offseason for the last few years, they've been confronting Luka about it, and it hasn't improved.
Well, yeah, he's been out for the last 2 months at this point, so it's happening again. As far as collusion, I don't really think it's collusion, but I gotta admit, it is kind of weird, because I learned today, this was just a one-on-one call. Luka was never put on the market, and the GM of, I got to learn this guy's name, the Mavs GM, straight up one-to-one call with Rob Pelinka and said, hey, you guys interested in Luka? No other teams were made aware of this. This was just a one-on-one between the Mavs and the Lakers, and it was the Mavs who reached out to the Lakers to see if they were interested. And then before you know it, they inked the deal. So, and I am hearing, it does make sense about the ratings being down and get a global, we're talking about a worldwide global superstar in Luka Doncic, put him in a Lakers jersey. It does make sense. It really does, to try to get ratings up. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have proof to this. All I do know for sure is this is a one-on-one call. Luka was not offered to any other team but the Lakers.
And this whole situation has resulted in him missing many games this year as well.
Yeah.
I honestly think they got tired of dealing with it and are making a gamble that they believe can win them an NBA championship. According to Brian Windhorst, they specifically wanted Anthony Davis, which is why they didn't open up Luka to the trade market. And I mean, I get why AD makes sense on paper, and the Mavericks roster is looking terrifying now, especially defensively. But man, these guys better win a championship in the next couple of years, or this will haunt them forever.
Yep.
Remember, people hated it when Toronto made a massive gamble in 2018 and traded away DeMar DeRozan for a one-year rental of Kawhi Leonard. At the time, it made no sense why Toronto would make this move. They made that risk because they believed they could win a championship, and that's exactly what they did. Not only was all forgiven, but now Masai Ujiri is celebrated for making that move. This could be a similar thing if the Mavericks end up winning a championship or two because of this trade.
Yeah.
My closing thoughts...
I really think that's what they're going for too. They're just trying to win one. I don't think they're not thinking about the future beyond 3 to 4 years. And I don't think that's a healthy way to run a team. But I really saw that as being evident when I saw the GM speak today. It was like he really focused on that 3 to 4 years, you know. But yeah, that's not good for the owner. This is one of those things. If Mark Cuban was still around, if he was still the owner, this would never happen. But the new owner in there, I forgot her name. I all I could say is I guess she just fully trusts the general manager's decision making. But yeah, there's no way Mark Cuban would have gone along with this, because Mark Cuban, he's there for the long term. He's the owner. So, same way he would never trade Dirk Nowitzki. There was even a deal proposed that could have been Kobe for Dirk, and then some other stuff involved. And yeah, Cuban was like, no, anybody but Dirk. I'm not trading my franchise player. So I don't think he would have done this with Luka either. There's no way in hell.
On this video is that this should officially be the end of demanding loyalty from our star players. At the age of 25, after leading a team to the NBA Finals, Luka was traded without notice on a random Saturday night in February, just before he became eligible for a Supermax contract. Oh, and by the way, they basically called him fat and lazy on the way out. Why the heck should we expect an NBA player to be loyal to a franchise when this is how the general managers and owners treat them? Ultimately,
there's two sides to this coin, and yeah, now no one's loyal to anyone. So it is what it is. Those days are gone. Players are not loyal to the organizations, and in turn, the organizations are not loyal to the players whatsoever. It's over. That era of loyalty is done.
It's going to be interesting to see where this all goes.
Steph Curry might be the last one we ever see.
But if I had to sum it all up, I think it's potentially a great short-term move for Dallas and a terrible long-term move.
Agreed.
And for the Lakers, I think it's a terrible short-term move and an incredible long-term one.
Great minds think alike.
So what do you guys think? I know you've got a lot of thoughts, and we're all still processing this, so please share some of those thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yes, sir. Well, you did another video on it? Should I just watch it? Oh, man. What is it? 18 hours ago? Oh, you pumped one out last night, too? Guys, we're going in. We're doing it. Just a comment on the way you ended there. I see that we're seeing this eye to eye. Great. Great long-term move for the Lakers. Terrible short-term. Great short-term move for the Mavs. Terrible long-term move.
What just happened?
Right?
Oh my God, guys. What just happened? It's 11:30 p.m. where I'm at. I was laying next to my wife in bed, and I was just starting to doze off.
Yeah.
And then I got a post that I thought for sure. Sorry, I'm going to be stuttering over my words, and I'm not going to be like cleaning up the audio the way I normally do, just because this is so crazy. I got to get this up as soon as possible.
This is awesome. Off the cusp. Let's do it.
But this was insane. I saw a post from Shams that just had to be fake.
Yeah.
It just had to be fake. Everybody in the comments section was convinced that he had been hacked. This can't be real.
I thought so too.
Luka Doncic is being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. And obviously there's a lot more details involved. Where the hell did this come from? Like, who saw this coming?
Not me.
I honestly believe, in my decades and decades of watching basketball and studying the history of the NBA, this has to be the most shocking and stunning trade of all time.
It is. Yeah, the example of the Shaquille O'Neal thing, that wasn't a trade. That was just they made him an offer and he rejected the offer and went to LA. And that was shocking as hell. I don't remember it being that shocked ever when it came to something like that. But this is a trade, man. They didn't even, there was no negotiation. It was just like, nah, we're shipping you out, bud.
Seriously, even if you look back at other blockbuster trades, there was at least some indication that a trade was coming.
Yeah.
Something big was going
Someone
to happen.
demanded it, yeah.
Luka Doncic was the Mavericks player of the future. The Lakers just landed their player of the future. LeBron can now ride off into the sunset, and the Lakers are good. There is no longer any question marks about where this franchise is headed. And it's so hard for me to get my mind around the fact that this is actually reality.
Yeah.
That I've barely even been able to think about how this is going to look for both teams, because that's pretty interesting too. The Western Conference just had a major shakeup, but oh my God, as excited and as happy as I am as a Lakers fan, oh my gosh, my heart breaks for you Dallas Mavericks fans. There's going to be many people waking up tomorrow morning realizing that their favorite player out of nowhere is in a brand new jersey.
Yeah.
Mavericks fans, please let me know in the comments section, how are you guys feeling about this? But I gotta say it again.
I'm gonna tell you real quick, as a Suns fan, I hate this. Listen, I've had my beef with the Lakers my entire life. We've always had a rivalry, and we've been on the positive end of that rivalry lately. Luka has been our worst enemy over the past couple of years. And now Luka's going to be wearing a freaking Lakers jersey. So Luka torching us while wearing a Lakers jersey is going to hit in a whole different painful way. And I'm not looking forward to that at all.
I think this is the most shocking trade in the history of the NBA.
I think so,
I can't believe this happened.
I know.
And I've been such a frustrated Lakers fan for so many years. It just feels like we've been going through a rut, just doing the same thing over and over again. Just another first round exit after a first round exit. And then this happens out of nowhere. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have my usual deep analysis on this one because right now I'm still in a state of shock.
I really watched these two videos out of order. My bad.
I literally found out that this happened less than 10 minutes ago. And because it was such a raw reaction, because I'm just so shaken right now, I had to check from other sources. I had to start going online and making sure that this Shams report wasn't fake. But then I saw that CBS Sports started reporting it. Then I saw ESPN was reporting it. Everybody was all over it. And again, as Shams posted, this is real.
Wait, how did you have time last night to immediately comment on my video and then get out of bed and then do this video? Like, what the hell, dude?
Unbelievable. The sports world is shaken, and a lot of people are going to wake up tomorrow morning going, what in the world just happened? Yeah. Now, let me talk about what it looks like. First, let's look at the Dallas Mavericks. I don't see how it makes sense to trade Luka Doncic, being on his way to being one of the greatest players of all time. But from a position standpoint, you got Kyrie Irving and you got Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis can move to the power forward spot and be pretty comfortable there, seeing that they have other bigs who can hold down the center spot.
Yeah, you got Lively.
Like Derek Lively, especially Derek Lively, and then Daniel Gafford as well.
Yeah.
So from a chemistry standpoint, they're going to work out there on the floor. And with that big man and little man between Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But again, Anthony Davis has had a couple good years recently where he's been able to remain healthy. But I'm sorry, that's not enough for me to completely forget that he's usually one of the most injury-prone players in the entire league.
Yeah, he's had a good run for the last 2 years, but yeah, what was his nickname? Street Clothes Davis or whatever?
If he ends up having a major injury right after the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic, then this will be seen as one of the most boneheaded and regrettable decisions in the history of sports. Now, looking at the Lakers, this doesn't really make them an immediate contender in my opinion, because now you've got LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the same team. And although they are two great players, they are also two ball-dominant floor generals.
I like how that's going over the head of so many people, and I don't understand. Because the same thing happened when Russ got traded to the Lakers. Within about 30 minutes of me processing it, I was thinking about what the offense would look like, and I'm like, oh snap, this ain't gonna work, you know? And it's for the exact same reasons that I think the Luka and LeBron thing won't work. and why I've been saying, over the past couple of years, like everyone who's a ball dominant player, aka a point guard or something, is not going to work with LeBron James because LeBron is taking that job. Yet this just goes right over the head of so many people, and they just think, oh, star power. But no, you got to actually play the game of basketball, and there's got to be a flow to the system. And if you got two guys trying to do the same thing out there, you got a problem.
Now, you don't have the big man presence of Anthony Davis, and now you are especially missing him as a defensive player.
For sure.
As Luka is not a great defensive player,
Nope.
and the Lakers are going to be missing that rim protection down low. So again, in the immediate future, I actually think the Lakers get a little bit worse. But for the long term, they just got their player of the future.
Agreed.
And Luka Doncic was one of my top 5 favorite players in the entire league. And now he is going to be the face of the Lakers.
Shut up, Johnny.
What just happened?
You get all the.
I need to
You
start
guys
looking-
always get all the good players, man. I'm so sick of the freaking Lakers, dude. Come on, can you just have like 5 years without having one of the greatest players, of all time representing your freaking team? Like, freaking Lakers, man. I swear I'm going to be 80 years old still complaining about the damn Lakers.
Online and buy my Luka jersey. What is going on? Can you guys tell I'm excited? I am a very happy Lakers fan right now.
Yeah.
But part of me still wants to confirm that this is in fact real. I've seen it source after source after source. Is everybody just reacting to Sham's tweet that might be hacked? I don't know.
Yeah, we were.
But everybody's reporting it like
I did it. You just did it. We all did it. You know what it was for me? Once I saw a video from actual ESPN, and I saw what's his name, Stephen A. Smith, and some other people commenting on it, I was like, oh my God, it's actually real. Because that means they were in direct contact with Shams, and they confirmed it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to roll with it. I normally don't do breaking news stuff, but I was like, yeah, I guess this is real.
True. This is insane, guys. I have so many thoughts, and I promise you that this isn't going to be my last video on this topic. I'm going to post this video at like 2 a.m. I don't care. I just need to get it out there and have you guys immediately dissect it and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyways, we'll be back to our regular uploading schedule soon, but man, you guys knew I just had to make something on this as soon as possible. Thanks for watching as always. Please, in the comment section below, talk through this with me. Let me know how you're feeling. If you're a Mavericks fan, if you're a Lakers fan, or just if you're a basketball fan in general, I want to hear your thoughts. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right. Well, I didn't plan on doing a doubleheader, but here we are. Yeah. Okay. So me and Johnny are seeing this pretty much eye to eye. And the only difference is that he's happy for his future, while I'm pissed off about the Lakers' future, because I just want them to just go away for a little while. I want a little break from the damn Lakers, but no, here we go. So congratulations, Johnny, for your future, for your Lakers. Congratulations. I hate the Lakers. It is what it is, but I can still be happy for you, I guess. But yeah, as far as all of the details of the trade, what this means for the future of the two franchises, I think we're both on the same page here. I'm still blown away. It's different when you have to comment on it, because usually whenever I'm talking about something, it's something I've already digested and I already know, pretty much like what my view is on something. But this is a situation where there's so many question marks as far as like how this is going to play out, how it's going to work. What does this really mean? Big picture, who's pulling the strings? And could this have been a real LeBron James move? I mean, the reports are coming out saying that LeBron didn't know about this, but why would that have to be something discussed unless it's a lie? So if the deal was, hey, I'm gonna leave the Lakers. I want to go join Steph, and the Warriors and end my career there. And if we make this move, you have your franchise player starting immediately to carry you through the next 10 to 15 years with Luka Doncic. That way, it's not a hard blow. In fact, they'll get better once LeBron leaves, and then Luka can take over the team. Was this the deal? That if we can figure out a way for the Lakers to be good starting now, can I leave? I don't know. My brother also brought up the point today of what about what's his name? His son. What about Bronny? And I was just like laughing. I'm like, dude, LeBron already got exactly what he wanted out of the Bronny situation. You know, he got all the photos, he got all the videos, he got the Griffies out there. It's all caught on video. It's gonna be on the documentary. He got everything he wanted. So I mean, at this point, let Bronny play 4 years in a G League, pay him $8 million, and then the Lakers can sever their ties with him and move on with their lives. That's honestly what I think about it. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. So I know this is a third video for today. I normally don't do this, but it's 2 days in a row of 3 videos. But in a situation like this, like a trade this blockbuster, I can't not talk about it. And I can't wait a week and then talk about this. So Jonny, I hope you see this. I hope you comment on this. And once again, I hope, the fact that these 2 videos came out within 24 hours of me reacting to them, I hope it's okay with you. But once again, hey, communication is key. So if it's not, I'll take it down. Just you say the word. All right, man. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Go check out Jonny Arnett's channel. This guy is giddy as a schoolboy right now. So link is down below in the description for you guys. Go check out his channel. Please leave this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and hit that bell if you wanna be notified for the next one. Peace out, everybody. We'll see what's next, guys. It's not over. There's gonna be more trades to come, so we'll see what happens next. Peace out, everybody.